trying to win it. All these racks, I gotta spin it. All my whips be limo. You ain't with my squad and mind your business. Everything we start, we finish. Watch I work the hardest with it. Tongue out like I'm Jordan. Time to change my name. Dog days went through pain. Them hard days I wouldn't change. It's the reason I'm still in the game. It's the reason I'm stacking this change. It's the reason I'm chasing this rain. It's the reason I'm still in my lane. It's the reason I'm never gonna change my heart in the game.
On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta back up, cause it's on this old train line, I'ma get it done. Now I got the party jumping like it's double dutch. Then we spun the block, came back, double up, like, ooh, I gotta, and a...
Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Coming up, divisional round Saturday, we've got an AFC battle on tap, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Las Vegas Raiders.
The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here's Achane to start the drive.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And right away, he lost the football. Oh, one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line.
Not only a fumble loss there, but a fumble lost on your first drive in your own territory.
Now you're dealing with a lot of stuff here because you feel bad going off the field because you gave up the football. How does your own defense feel now having to go out there and stop them when the momentum is clearly shifted in their favor?
Ready. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs. A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On now is the field goal team. Here's the Raiders. We'll try for 3. This from 25 yards out. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So the fumble recovery help set up an ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Big time drive, let's go.
From the gun, Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it 2nd down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7. They go play action. Mayfield. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and shorted the sticks.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Mayfield with it once more. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
A run with Jacobs there on 1st down, but he'll manage only a yard or 2 at best. 2nd down coming up.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up 2nd down.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
On play action, they'll throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Again, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Raiders. From 21 yards away. And the Raiders are able to stretch out their lead. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they have no answer for that right there.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. So nothing doing there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly.
Hey, alert, 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 alert!
Mayfield now on second down. Flushed out right. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the first down.
Alert, 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 alert!
And they'll give this to a chance.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
He'll get that out wide to Waddle.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Just 1 catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line.
Run, run, run. Stop.
Here's Mayfield. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Back to the ground, Achane.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
Hey, alert 33.
On first down, back to Achane. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Mayfield. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Sanders' kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat. He's got a man complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one good for 37 yards.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as desired because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number 1, it's easy for him to get lost. And number 2, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
Here we go. Ready.
Caught on the right side by Adams. He'll be stopped short of the 25. The nice move couldn't free him. 2nd down and 6 now from the 26.
19 Tiger. Ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a first and goal.
Here's Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 17-3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 45 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Alert, 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 alert. Watch out.
Again, it's Achane. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 5. Throwing, Mayfield. That's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Watch out.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Looking deep downfield. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment. I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
18, Pioneer. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. 19 tight, 19 tight. 19 Lion. Ready, ready.
They'll set up to throw. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The catch and run there, good for
for 16 in the first.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. There he goes, right side. And crossover out of bounds right at the 25. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I love.
And now off to the races, down the right side.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. On the out route, this is Adams with a catch. Touchdown! Devontae Adams from 10 yards out. And the Raiders continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first two quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And they'll send Waddle in motion left.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert!
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
And they'll send Waddle in motion left.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt.
And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He connected on his first, this from 41. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So this lead, Charles, is continuing to swell here in the first half.
Well, it's interesting. When we talked to them prior to the game, they told us that their game plan was take no prisoners, and they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that'll continue. But all in all, this coaching staff's got to be very pleased by what they've seen.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
60 Eagles! 60 Eagles! Buffalo 18! 7 Pirates! 7 Pirates! 60 Bobcats! 60 Bobcats!
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's got Thompson here, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Panther 60! Panther 60! Dragon 60!
2nd and 2. Forced out to his left. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. 63 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you got the lead, you're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Cougar 19. Go.
He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Cowboy 80. Ready.
He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Raiders. From 6 yards away. And the Raiders take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And right now, Charles, I think you'd have to say their class starting to show through.
Yeah, they were disappointed not to get the #1 seed in the playoffs, but the reality is these guys can play anywhere. It doesn't matter for them.
And if they can indeed hold on to this lead, that's going to set up one heck of a championship game next Sunday.
Let's come back and watch it, shall we?
Something tells me you and I are going to be there. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
64 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Run, run, run. What's up?
Mayfield looks to throw. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. Flush to his right. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. And they're going to speed things up here. From the gun, Mayfield. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Alert!
They'll run, Achane. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are able to cut into that deficit. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
Well, I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Mayfield now. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Hurry, hurry!
And they'll send Waddle in motion left.
Pistol. Hey, alert! Watch out!
A first down throw for Mayfield. Open man is Waddle, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that lead down.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his third. And the Raiders are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead.
And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
Trap 60, trap 60.
2nd and 5.
And a most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Real.
Mayfield on first down.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Mayfield now on second down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 21. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Real. Regular. What's up?
Now Mayfield. Throw caught by Achane. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Adams the man in motion right.
2nd down, Jacobs once more.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th quarter stop? And he does not get to the 1st down marker as they stop him at the 19. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They knew this would be tough on the road, divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this 4th quarter.
Let's go, let's go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
Hey, alert 33.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And the Raiders have got him. And now they're in the hurry-up. Mayfield. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 28. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
Run, run, run. Point it right, point it right, point it right. Hey, alert, 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 alert. God.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And my goodness, another interception.
Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Raiders are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe...
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Throw out left, caught by Mayer.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Adams. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Here's A.J. Cole now, standing just outside his own goal line. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. In trouble, and he's taken down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Real. Hurry!
Throwing, Mayfield.
Under pressure, they got him again. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about